Live.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
We're live. Wow.
Memorex or whatever.
It's,
What's up, nerds?
it's,
How y'all doing? Hi, looks Crucius. What's up,
is it
what's up,
live
Chris, the
or is it
comic vet who's
replays?
probably in bed. And look, I'm hearing myself because I forgot to close my YouTube.
What a
I
rookie.
So it's not me. So.
It's me.
Noob.
I went to pin the StreamYard thing, and I forgot to close that window. So. The level of crankiness, I don't know. It's medium cranky right now, Brian, but it could change. It depends. If Eddie gets going on stuff, I'm sure I can up my cranky level.
Well, we can start right now. Eddie, which car's broken? Which item did you buy on your credit card that you weren't supposed to buy, but you did anyways because the loan was coming? Or
HELOC paid off. The only weird thing that happened was the first two credit cards were paid off automatically. Loan came in. So I moved enough money to pay off the other two credit cards into our savings or whatever, and I got for their bill pay, thinking I'll just use the bill pay on you first account and pay the other two. They paid those two credit cards off, and both those two credit cards think they've been paid, but the money never came out of the account, and I got emails today telling me that we paid them, but then all of a sudden the money never moved, so we took the money back. And we're just suspending your pay account. You can't pay the credit cards. What? There was like $13,000 in there, and they couldn't pull the money out. I don't know why. I got to call people. I tried to call the credit cards that aren't paid off. They're like, well, we're paid. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
that's the only weird thing that happened this week.
You had enough money to afford a haircut.
Yeah, I finally had to. But still, it looks terrible. Well, I was wearing a beanie all day, or, a head thing all day. It was freaking cold outside, so.
You were wearing a hijab all day? Good for you.
No, what is it? Just a beanie? I don't know what the hell it was. Just I don't know.
Hat. It was a
hat of some type. I forgot what they call it.
Hat. They call it a hat.
Yeah. I was wearing something on my head. It wasn't exactly. I don't know. Has an actual.
Wore a hat, people. Anyways, what's up, Sid? What's up, KDM? What's up, Los Cruces? Anyways, how y'all doing tonight? Rob, how's your night going?
Oh, well, I could complain. But what good is it going to do?
It would fill the time until I go to bed. So
well, fair enough then. Well, that'd be
interesting.
This is Cranky Comic Chat.
We'll talk about comics then.
We have not talked about comics and Cranky Comic Chat for about a fucking year. So
I didn't pick up any comic books last week, and
I have 0 comic books in my read pile. I have made a concerted effort,
and
I got through my
entire read pile without reading them. Okay, got it.
No. I do that in my sorting when I get them. Nice. This one I'll read. This one just goes in the box unread. I went through. I got them all. Actually, I feel real productive this past 2 weeks. And not only did I get through all the reading, but all my books are filed. There's none even like sitting on top of boxes waiting to be filed later. It's like,
wow,
I'm caught up, except for a bunch of boxes of books that still need to be unpackaged for more video recordings.
Except for a bunch of stuff that's.
But even that's down to maybe only 3 or 4 shows worth of content to record.
I read this last night. I'm going to review it at some point. This is the.
We're getting back to those book reviews.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking review. It's what I do. And
you stopped for a while.
Where's the mute button here? Anyways, no, I did because I was getting used to the new work schedule and all that. But like, the nice thing is these are condensed graphic novels, and I find those easier to read than monthlies because it's the whole damn story, Mm-hmm. So
it is nice to read the whole story.
Yeah, fair enough. Good job. You can do the whole And see, these are all like pulp noir novels, and they're kind of fun. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? Good to see everybody. But yeah, so. I'm getting back to reviewing stuff. I still review shit every Wednesday, Eddie, you fucking twat.
I know. I see the video. I just forgot last week was so busy with the weather and everything. I didn't even go to the comic shop, and I didn't contact them. I'm just going
to go to the candle shop?
Yeah, the candle bead store. Or the
candle bead store, yeah.
Are they anal beads?
I don't know.
Or just if you try.
I would know. That's your realm. Oh, man. I just found an X-Men number 9 3.0 for $299 free shipping.
There we go. Now we got Eddie back on track.
Shit.
Let's get him.
We go spend money.
I gotta sell something. I picked that up just to fill a hole of the 3.0 for number 9. Shit, I have less about $200 to my name right now.
Well, maybe you offer them less than $200.
No, there's no best
happens.
offer. Just buy it now.
Yeah.
Well, you hit the watch button and see what happens, and then they'll send you an offer.
Oh, I've got
and then you counter the offer.
Yeah,
I have a good amount of money or a good amount of stuff for a decent mystery box, but I don't know. Nothing.
Well, they're probably asking over market price anyways. That's what everybody does.
Yeah,
it's annoying. Some of them ridiculous. I mean, like I was looking at a Showcase 19.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I'm looking. It's a book I'm currently looking for in a mid-grade book. It's the third appearance of Adam Strange. There was one guy who had a book, a mid-grade book, posted. He posted up. It's graded in a PGX slab, and he's asking like $1,500 for it. Keep in mind, the fair market value on this book is maybe $300, right? When you look at comp sales and stuff, and so I figured this guy's just asking for whatever. I'll be the jerk because normally I won't lowball somebody, but I figured I'm going to put them at a price that's closer to fair market value and see if it just auto rejects me or if it actually goes to him for review. And so I sent him a offer for like $275, and I get back it goes for him for review. So I'm going, okay, so he's actually paying attention to these things, not just dismissing them out of matter of hand. He comes back and he counters at $1,450.
Gotta respect his optimism.
At which point it was a quick decline, and I'm sorry, I think we're just too far apart.
Yeah, I just looked on cover price. I mean, the only reason I just need the book to fill the hole. But this is the first Avengers X-Men crossover, 3.0, last sold for $216, which I wish I would have seen that. But oh well, it's $248 is the value according to cover price. But I barely have I've been spending money instead of selling stuff. So
that's always my problem.
Kyle, you goddamn groupie son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I did pick up 2 books today from a Instagram sale that it'll be coming in. I picked up the first Silver Age appearance of Catwoman in the Superman's Girlfriend number 70
nice.
in a 6.0, and picked up a Forever People number 1 in a 4 or 5. But I wasn't thrilled with the price I got on them, but it was better than what he was asking by far. But it's only like right around the high of recent sales. But
yeah, I picked up. I realized I got today in the mail. It was an X-Men 52, and I thought that I just had a raw copy of it, but I guess so. I made an offer on a 5.5 just to replace the raw copy I thought was bad. It came today, and then I went to go index everything, and I realized I had a 6.0 sitting in my collection. So now the 5.5 is going to go out the door. Got to find somebody. Well, it's not an expensive book, but like $60, $70 book.
Yeah, I got a bunch of ASM books I need to get up around to posting some of my duplicates and move them.
Yeah, well, I figured I got some duplicate raw copy bad. I mean, just reader copies of like X-Men books that are going to go in the next book.
None of them showed up into my pile to giveaways. Imagine that.
Wow. I've not been hunting for old books lately. I need to buy things like a couch and a television first, and then I'll get back to the comic shop.
Thank God TVs aren't expensive anymore, huh?
No, I mean, well, yeah, they're about the price of whatever X-Men number 9 or whatever the fuck for a big one. So,
Well, it depends. It depends on what you want. I mean, you can get and I think I've seen
for $300, I'll get what I need. Was what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a 42-inch for like $300, and I think for like $400, you can get a 56 or 60.
We picked up a couch about a year and a half ago for local cheap as we get, about $400 delivered, and it was for the dogs. Basically, it was a dog couch, and now they've ripped up the cushions on it.
What was a dog couch? What do you expect to happen?
Well, no, that's what I did for it. We don't use our living room. Our living room has a TV that doesn't work, and they ate the cord for the HDMI cord. Nobody uses it, so there's basically a stand, a TV, and a dog couch. They sleep on it all night. It's perfect.
My dog sleeps on a couch all night, but it doesn't chew it up.
Yeah,
It
well,
just
the puppy
stays
did.
there.
Our puppy did. Our puppy is only about 4 months old, so
I put a blanket over the couch. That way, when I want a guest, I take the blanket off, and now there's no dog hair on the couch.
did I mention we did get a puppy a few months ago, Dan?
Yes,
Yeah, but you also shipped it off to boot camp, so
yeah, the other one's got a week left in boot. The second puppy's the 1-year-old's at boot camp, and he'll be back. He's gonna get a buzzing collar, not a shock collar, but we're gonna be.
I thought he sent the dog off to boot camp, and it was getting a buzz haircut.
No, he's an
They
expensive.
come back marching in step and
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
As long as it's
He'll be
not
back
a
next
German
weekend.
Shepherd goose stepping.
My wife's going to pick him up, and hopefully he's supposed to know how to heel, walk next to you without a collar. He's supposedly a lot more.
As long as you know how to do that with the dog.
Well, that's what they're going to teach her because he was supposed to be my dog, but no offense, now we had him, he's her dog. He doesn't like me.
I can relate.
Well,
The new dog like.
Really? Let's take a poll. Is anybody surprised that some animal doesn't like Eddie?
Oh, what the hell? Hang on. What the hell was that? Something just started on my screen. That was weird.
That was your porn bots.
Yeah, all the porn bots.
Oh no! I had an E. Nelson. I was processing the E. Nelson video for his $150 box I got the other day, and it's been processing for like 40 minutes now. I've been waiting here. All of a sudden, it just popped up. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it took so long, but whatever. It's done.
So, has anybody been watching any TV lately? Since we have no comment to talk about.
Sure. Went through Wednesday and a weekend. Wife really enjoyed that. I mean, we got kind of like tired and waiting for something to happen, and then boom, it worked out. It was nice in the end.
I hated the ending.
I didn't mind it, didn't hate it.
The last 3 episodes were just her falsely accusing somebody and then being shocked when we were friends. And rinse and repeat for like 3 different in a row. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Well, it's like an episode of House.
Yeah, it is, but they dragged it. It's like one episode of House, they dragged it into 10 episodes. And they kept repeating.
I think I know what's wrong with you. This. Oh, I almost killed you. Shit.
Yeah.
Let me try this. Oh, I almost killed you again.
Yeah,
now I stumbled accidentally onto the solution, and I'm a winner. Yeah, but you know what? I still enjoyed the hell out of the show. I watched it.
I liked her as the character, and I liked the roommates, and I liked Uncle Fester, but otherwise, I could take it or leave everything else. So
Fester was okay. He just was only used once. I like the thing was the best. I'm sorry.
Overall, like I said, I enjoyed it. I sat there and I ended up not getting up and I watched all 8 episodes in a row, and then the next day or later on that weekend, whatever it was, I ended up going back and watching a couple episodes again because I was wanting to watch episodes again. And then I did the real thing, which let me know that I was getting old. Last night I wanted to sit down and watch TV, but I didn't want to watch any of this new TV. I said, I want to watch a movie. Let me put it. What do old guys do? I'm going to sit
Rockford Files.
No, because I put it on a movie, not a TV show. But close. I grabbed an old Clint Eastwood movie and watched myself Heartbreak Ridge.
Oh, not even like a Western. You went for the war movie.
Wow,
yeah. I enjoyed every moment of it as I sat back there.
Heartbreak Ridge was a good movie. Now, I was hoping this week.
One of my all-time favorites.
I thought they were announcing, but I guess HBO Max kind of screwed the pooch, that Black Adam was supposed to be out on the 5th on HBO Max streaming, and now it's nowhere to be found. But I did watch. I was going through Netflix. I watched Moneyball again and Uncharted. I don't know why I watched Uncharted. It was basically Spider-Man, no costume running around. Huh?
I don't know what Uncharted was.
Uncharted was the guy. Well, what's his face who played? Oh god,
it's based on a video game.
It's never mind.
It's just but it's not terrible. But it was a fun hour and 40-minute.
Let's go talk about Clint Eastwood then.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about Kyle being a groupie.
Oh yeah. There we go. I need a better camera. This thing sucks. This weird.
Groupies don't get paid.
Yeah, they do in favors like drumsticks and being put in the video.
Johnny Rap from Collective Soul.
That's cool. Yeah, I know, man. I'm just messing with you. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Kenneth? How you doing?
Yeah, there's the set list. I don't know why they wanted to sign the back of it, but that was the video shoot set list.
Nice.
But the guitar player for the band was one of my old clients at Silver Night Entertainment. Well, I got a business card handy just so it's where the name came from. It's where the name on here came from. But that's
nice.
Silver Night.
It makes it seem like you have a semi truck that you park a Trans Am in the back of. and you go out on adventure.
Ooh, another one of my great favorite movies, right there. Every time I get Smokey and the Bandit, I'm going to watch that shit on.
Yeah.
Yep. Smokey and the Bandit can go, definitely.
What's your guilty pleasure movie, Kyle? You got a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure movie. If I want to be high, The Wall. If I just want to have fun and rewatch it again, Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. I got to rewatch
Such a good movie. It's so silly. It ends silly, but
yeah,
my kind of movie. But yeah, when you call me a groupie, I'm like, all right, I got to get on here.
I figured that might do it to you.
And then I heard something like there's an X-Men 52
Exactly,
that
Brian.
somebody's ready to get rid of. So
What was it? Twister was, I guess, the movie I've seen the most of. Don't ask me why Twister was the big one. I liked it. It was fun. The music.
Where'd you get the steaks? You see my cow outside?
Yeah.
No?
Oh. Well, it was the year the big movie theater hit Southern California. We had the big Edwards, IMAX and shit like that. It was the year of the flip phone. First there were flip phone and the pagers. So me and my friend just got bored one weekend. We'd go down there, eat bad pizza at the food court, and we saw Twister probably 20 times in the theater.
Twister when it hit. When Twister came out on DVD, that was like the movie to show when I was working home theater stores at the time to demonstrate surround sound. That was like the shit. We beat
on that one back in junior high. My friend's dad, who was I forgot what he did, but he's a professional bowler and other things. But he had this beautiful surround sound on a big old TV, and we popped in Top Gun. He cranked that sucker up on VHS.
But it was loud. No, but I'm talking about actually we were trying to sell surround
sound systems. Yeah.
And not necessarily it's a good move, but Top Gun never really worked all that well, believe it or not, for surround systems because of the way it was recorded. It was a great, impactful movie with a lot of sound, but you really wanted, when you're trying to sell something, you want something where you were hearing distinct sounds around.
We were just,
actually, my demo track of choice back in the day was Cutthroat Island. There was a ship of the two ships going, but cannonballs would fly diagonally over your head.
Cool, yeah.
And there was no gratuitous violence or profanity in it, so it was neutral when you were demonstrating it to families, and it was great for that purpose. But anyways, Brian does. Yes, I always loved that. Way used for my loins. When we get home, remind me to punch your mom in the mouth.
No, Twister's a bad movie, Eddie. I'm sorry.
It is.
I just lied for some reason. I just enjoyed it. I don't know why.
No, hey,
the jokes. It wasn't a great movie.
Relaxing.
At least Comic Vet's not in here, or he's still. I'm sure. I guarantee he's in bed by now. Otherwise, we could just give him more shit about not having seen
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, yeah. You've seen that, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, I'm assuming, but I assume everybody's seen Princess Bride. But I've recently been.
There's certain movies that when I see them and I just stop, and I back in the day when they were on TV, I didn't care. I'd find myself watching them through the commercials. It didn't matter. It was like Rocky 1, the freaking Smokey and the Bandit, the Heartbreak Ridge, and lesser extent because it didn't come on as often was V for Vendetta. For some reason, V for Vendetta was one I really, really dug and loved to watch over and over again. Now I find myself I have to add the Fifth Element to that list where it's just
Fifth Element's a good one.
I like Heartbreak Ridge, then I went into Marines, then I realized how stupid Heartbreak Ridge was.
You're able to separate them from one another.
See, you get me watching Big Trouble in Little China, and that's what I can watch.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
The Green-Eyed Girl.
Yeah.
That was good.
This is the Jack Burton.
We talked about this before. The original Porky's, Top Secret, all those kind of.
Oh yeah, Brian's got a good one. The original Blues Brothers. Yes.
Yep,
that's a good
original
one.
The extended version on Vudu, and I watch it every once in a while.
Honestly, almost any movie with John Belushi, I could probably do that with.
Animal House.
Fried chickens.
Animal House is one of the best.
Dry white bread and some 4 whole fried chickens.
Another movie that I'm sure is not militarily accurate, but I would watch the shit out of back in the day was Stripes.
Oh,
yeah, military accurate. First movie I remember watching. My first movie, I remember my dad. One of the first ones my dad took me to, besides Rocky 1, was Big Red 1. Mark Hamill was in it. It was right after Star Wars. It was Lee Majors, not Lee Majors. No.
Lee Marvin.
Yeah, Lee Marvin. Yep, he's got a Big Red.
Yeah, a little bit different people, but sure.
Yeah, I know. I just got the Lee part. I remember. I forgot the last name. Sorry.
One is the fall guy, and the other is an actor.
I know the other is an actual actor. But yes. So yeah, I mean,
some of my concert sticks.
Jesus. Are those all collective soul?
No. Lifehouse, The Tubes, Eddie Money, all kind of people.
Taylor, thank you for referencing, by the way, Fall Guy instead of just going with the $6 million man.
Yeah, I was waiting
because I love them both, but Fall Guy always in my mind is my.
Fall Guy was like when I was a kid. That was my era. Like I've seen the $6 million man in reruns.
$6 million man was my era.
Both of them. The difference was $6 million man was one I watched on my own, watching it because it was by the time I was watching it was probably mostly in reruns.
Yeah.
But whereas Fall Guy was prime time watching,
Channel 7.
because dad would sit down, and if it was a bounty hunter or a cop show, since my dad was a cop at the time, we watched it. It would have been better.
I went back to my childhood and went back on one of the channels and found St. Elsewhere, the first episodes, and I tried to watch it. And I'm like, I didn't know a single friggin' actor on there except for Ed Begley Jr. and one of the. I mean, seriously, I'm going, these people were on this show, and I watched the entire St. Elsewhere. It was crazy. It was like you don't even write. The filming is so bad. It's so grainy and small on the screen. It was like, oh my god. Well, Chrissy Alley just died. I mean, not like I care. I think she was a wacko Scientologist, if I remember right. But
she was.
There you go. Cheers, I remember. Oh, and yes, if anybody did care, yes, Galactus did actually finally get out of his cage, and he's standing back here now. So.
Yeah, I like that. The Dr. Doom head looks fucking goofy on that figure.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I can't do it. I took it off and put it away, and then it looks stupid. It looks like he's got like a huge ass neck. I'm like, ugh. But I finally found a place for him to sit with all of his guys.
Oh yeah,
the Guy truck was cool. Yeah, the guy next door to my house in the '80s had it.
And I would also watch the shit out of Simon and Simon, like. Yeah.
Now, what was the one about the guy who drove the red car and he was the judge? He was an ex-con and he worked with the judge. Oh, I forgot. It was another one of those from the same period. And they solved
movie or TV show?
TV show. It was, I forgot the name of the judge. Was a well-known actor. He passed away a long time ago. I'm not sure the ex-con did. He drove this little red sports car. That's all I can't remember the name of it.
Magnum PI.
No, it was not Magnum PI.
Still a red car I can think of.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember. I doubt I'll be able to find it because I don't remember the actors.
All the cars that were famous were like we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they could talk. Or they could.
The Knight Rider, the General Lee. Yeah.
Airwolf. That's not a car, but still.
No, then he had Street Hawk, I think it was, which was the motorcycle that was the military grade motorcycle that.
Hardcastle McCormick.
Oh god!
Wow.
Found it.
Okay, I need you to remember the name of the TV. I think it only lasts like a half season. There's a guy that was technically a computer program and it had the blue traced outline that you could turn into a car and a spark and a couple other things. It was not a good show.
I do remember it had died. I mean, I've never actually watched it, but I know I saw it on some 80s shows that died.
It was that eye candy I needed when I was a kid because it had the blue trace special effects the Tron special effects, the light up kind of.
We just watch good shows like Sledgehammer.
Oh God! Oh no!
Yeah, Sledgehammer, The Equalizer,
the original Equalizer. I liked that.
Forever Night.
Oh yeah, Forever Night. Wow. Or the greatest of all time, The Greatest American Hero.
Yes.
Yep.
Ralph Hinckley.
Good show. Yep. That costume was the goofiest thing. I mean, it was just.
I've told you
goofier than any.
My brother. My third grade year, my brother's first grade year, I think it was. That was my mom made costumes for us. My brother was made because my brother had curly hair. She made him the Greatest American Hero costume, and it was the first season of that show. So nobody really knew who it was. They just kept asking him if he was a retarded Superman because back then you could say that. You can't say that today, but I'm talking about a historical event, so I'm allowed to say it. And of course, my mom put me in this Karnak the Magnificent outfit because every third grader knew who the heck Karnak the Magnificent was, right? I didn't even know what I was. I'm walking around with this big hat with a feather and beads, a cape, and a mayonnaise jar with envelopes in it. And I'm
That
like,
explains the facial hair now, though.
I think I got you here. I think I got your show. This has got to be it. It's got to be. Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
Auto Man.
Yep.
oh, wow.
It
See?
did
You
not
see why I
last
would like
long.
that as a kid?
Yeah.
I barely remember it.
It was god awful, but it had Desi Arnaz. So,
Wow.
I mean, but it had the
It
Tron, but it was like a
Chuck
really
Wagner.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And the Spark. See, he was a
Yeah,
Spark.
there's the Spark. You're right. Okay, I do remember that. I did watch this. I'm trying to see how long it lasted. It says
Not very long. It was not good.
It says right there underneath
83
it.
to 84. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I made a full season of it. So
And Robert Lance.
I had that poster of Heather Locklear or Heather Thomas on my wall in California. I had that poster.
but yeah, you can turn into a helicopter and a couple other different things too, and like
It was bad.
oh yeah, it was god awful, but I fucking loved it because look at that. What's not to love when you're a kid?
Yeah, I mean,
Autobad.
I guess there's only 9 videos. It may have only been 9 episodes. They don't IMDb rate 6.8 out of 10. Who the hell does that?
All right, everybody's going to be rushing out tonight to go watch that now.
Even Scott doesn't remember it. Holy shit!
So he was talking
I
about
do remember
Twister. In the mid '90s, I wasn't watching Twister. I was chasing him.
Nice.
You want to know what a tornado base looks like from a houseboat?
Huh.
That's the base of a tornado. That hail right there dropping is the size of baseballs.
Hardcastle.
Where was the houseboat at?
That I'm on the houseboat.
Well, I mean, yeah. What part of the country?
That's Dale Hollow, the Tennessee-Kentucky border.
Oh, that yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Walked outside, looked up. The thing was forming. It dropped right there and just did an egg beater right through all that right there. It was going away from us. But the boat just started going like this. So, like I said, that hail right there that hail's 20 feet away from me, and it's that big. So, this baseball-sized hail dropping off that thing. So, that's what I did in the mid-90s. Just followed tornadoes, and they kind of followed me back. This is that's what a funnel cloud looks like when it's starting to spin.
I mean, I don't see a single CGI Kyle flying in the sky there, Kyle. So I don't believe you.
Nope. No, my life ain't CGI, and I'm trying to find that
Yes, thanks,
Superfoot
God.
Wallace. Trying to find
what
the
about
Superfoot
Pete?
Wallace thing because you're talking about John Belushi. I knew the guy that found John Belushi dead. He was one of my dad's best friends, Bill Wallace.
Oh, wow.
Superfoot Wallace was one of my dad's best friends.
Did you guys watch V? There you go. The original.
I avoided
V.
it when I was a kid.
I mean,
Miami
That's
Vice.
creepy.
I tried to watch Miami Vice again too, just for a few episodes, and just couldn't do it. It was so bad.
It's terrible now. Back
did
then it
not-
was so much fun to watch, but oh my God, was that terrible looking back.
Oh, I love the music. I've got the album of the Miami Vice theme album somewhere. I mean, it has that same Jan Hammer's stupid thing. The Love Boat, of course. God,
Never got into the Love Boat. Or
it was just on. It was
Skylander.
just on every once in a while. I never really watched it. Well, everybody watched the Cosby Show.
Only if I had Quaaludes in me.
Quaalude. You know who Quaalude is?
You experienced it.
Do I know what a Quaalude is?
Do you know who Quaalude is?
No.
Quaalude, L-E-W-D.
No.
Do you like the tubes? P-Waybill in the tubes?
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean,
She's a beauty. There's a character he does called Quaalude, but just putting stuff away, and there's some tube stuff. He tore up this magazine on stage and then gave me the remnants of the magazine.
Right.
But Breathtaking Rubber Lust and Fetish Film Fest in Paris. So
Spider-Man, the new Miles Morales Spider-Man 1 comes out this week.
Yeah, there actually are some comics out this week, amazingly. But
I gotta go figure out what's out. Yeah, I haven't even looked.
And also, Automan did make an appearance in a comic magazine. I googled that much. Beeb or Glebe.
I'm surprised I found it with what I put into the search.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing pictures of it, and I put like a guy 80s TV show, guys turns into car, and there you go. It popped right up. Actually, no, Mask showed up. The comic book series Mask showed up.
Yeah.
What about my mother?
It was a cartoon toy.
Cartoon Mask showed up. That's good.
Wasn't my mother the car or something?
Oh, that's an older one, but yeah.
Gargoyles comes out this week.
Yeah, I find it surprising you have such a boner for that, Rob. But hey,
that's pure nostalgia for us, man. I don't know.
I know, but I figured you'd be old enough. That was, I know how you're older.
Well, yeah, I was a little. It wasn't in my kid wheelhouse. It was more in my young adult. But also, we were, it was a little bit darker. It had gargoyles and such, man. That was kind of like what we were into.
Right.
I'm old school guy.
I'm not yucking your yum. I just had a surprise. That's all.
Yeah, the Gargoyles comic comes out this week.
I remember watching.
See, my wife's all hella pumped too.
Oh well, there you go. How many covers did you get? Like all 40 or whatever?
No, just a couple. But but I had to get the Demona cover for her, and
nice.
She's all super happy.
I remember the original G.I. Joe, and then Robotech came out, and that was like junior high probably. We watched the original Robotech. The original Robotech up until the invasion or whatever happened after that, it just fell apart.
Well, because it combined 3 different anime series into each season was a different series. They tried to shoehorn into a Robotech plotline. Didn't work so well.
Yeah, it fell apart by that point. But I did love the first season at least.
But it did have a trans singer in the 3rd season, which was
that's true. What's her face?
Pretty progressive for the 80s. So
I used to know her name too. I can't remember.
Yeah.
We just called him eccentric back then.
Yeah. Well.
Now I got to look up and see who the singer was.
It was like Bray something or other, but
yeah.
Oh, there's an Noctera special coming out this week.
Yeah, one shot.
Yeah.
Oh, don't put in Robotech season 3 singer. You do not get anything at all to do with Robotech.
Radiant Pink.
Michael Bradley came up. Okay. Yellow Dancer was the popular.
Oh, Yellow Dancer. That's what it was.
It's weird. You have a picture of Michael Bradley, then underneath it says Yellow Dancer. What the?
Maybe Michael Bradley did the voice. I don't know.
Yeah, he did actually. Michael Bradley did the voice. That's why. Okay, that makes. Oh, that's right. It was kind of an odd voice. It sounded. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember it now.
Yeah. Well.
Anybody get any decent comic book mystery boxes lately? I can.
No, you're the only one still buying them, Nettie.
I think I am.
Batman. See what I got? Batman. I got Spider-Man. I got Noctera. More Spider-Man and Gargoyles. Those are all on my pull list.
Well, don't encourage him. Tricky.
Oh, okay. For a minute, I'm going, what? They look down at. To me, it looks like Kyle doesn't have pants on, but he has a very dark skin, from what I'm saying.
Pants? Who needs pants?
Yeah.
Well,
I know Retriever's got a box dropping this Friday or something, or maybe he already did. I don't know.
He hasn't done one in a while. He's doing like 100.
He's got one fucking dropping.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I didn't ask to buy any. I just asked if anybody got any.
Well, you're usually on the hunt for ones to buy, and
yeah, I know. I've got a few weeks worth of videos laying around, so I'm okay for a while.
Right.
Everything I bought some weird crap on Black Friday, and I'm waiting for that. That stuff seems to ship in the next year or two. It looks like, but
well, yeah.
I've got
some.
some.
You want to see some funny autographs?
Sure. What you got there? Well, I'm digging you.
Random funny autographs. Since we're talking about Belushi, that's who found Belushi dead.
Huh.
Bill Superfoot Wallace. So he was the guy at security that they shoot up, and Bill found him dead. He was a friend of my dad's from the early '60s. And you like WKRP in Cincinnati?
The flying turkeys, you mean? Yeah.
That's Adam Smasher, who's Abe Ben Ruby's dad. They based Johnny Fever on him. So
Nice.
The guy who played Johnny Fever died last year.
But yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of autos on this, but just random autographs in one thing.
Oh, Mills Lane died today.
Who?
Mills Lane. He was a referee,
ref.
boxing referee, but everybody.
Here's where I had dinner at the Slippery Noodle with Isaiah Thomas and Peter Vesey. So here's Isaiah Thomas. Then for shits and giggles,
Slippery Noodle sounds like a men's club.
It's the Blues Bar. When you talk about the Blues Brothers, they're outside there. Here's an Indy 500 race ticket signed by Bill Clinton.
Nice.
I grew up here now. I remember Mills Lane. I've seen a lot of these fights, including the one he's got when he checked out what's his face's ear. Now I remember that he died. That sucks. Bunch of people are croaking, I guess. Oh.
But yeah,
That's what happens. People get old.
Yeah,
I've noticed that a lot of the rockers and stuff. Like I really like the new Metallica song, but Hetfield did like some interview on whatever YouTube where I clicked on. I started looking at him, going, "Holy shit!" I mean, we're talking like he's getting gaggle neck. I'm like, how? I'm feeling old now. I mean, damn.
Eddie, you know what? You're fucking old.
I know that. I'm just saying. I just don't picture the people,
that are older than you as being older than you.
Yeah. Weird. Like Allie, I didn't think what's her face from Cheers would die. I've heard lately she's been just a nut.
Or that she was 71. Yeah.
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 Well, I know she's. Well, yeah, but I remember last. Oh God. I just remember
71 had cancer and she was into Scientology. I'm surprised she lived that long.
Yeah. Oil. Maybe the oil kept her purified.
I remember we went down and we were walking around downtown LA, and my friends went inside the Scientology just to fuck with them.
That's a great story. Is there more to it?
Yeah. No, that's about it. I didn't go with them. They went inside, took the test and all that, and just. I've read a lot. I've read too much about Scientology because my old work used to be based in Clearwater. I don't know if they're. I really wondered now that I look back at my old work. I mean, they own something like 60% of all the stuff in Clearwater, Florida, I guess, or whatever. I don't know how much, but they own about every empty building, and that's how they hide their money. They buy all these buildings and then refurbish them and make parks, and then they put nobody actually working in them, so their money is just sitting in real estate. That's how they get the 501c and shit like that. I don't know. For some reason, for a while, I was interested in reading and learning about it, and then because back in college we used to read not L. Ron Hubbard, his Scientology, but his science fiction books. And then when
Battlefield Earth, all those.
Battlefield Earth, I got through almost all of them. I think I got through 8 out of 10 of them. But then when I loved it until John Travolta made a movie.
A fucking bad movie. Jesus,
it was terrible. But the music was good. I forgot who did it. The one saxophonist or flutist rocker dude did the music for the.
Yeah, but that's not saying a whole lot there, Sid. So.
No, they're just. It's not. I don't know. To me, it's more just a scam than an actual religion.
Well, they're all anyway. Yeah.
Well, they have a better way of making money than most.
Let's make sure I never hit 1,000 followers if I were actually.
Let's talk about.
Actually, I don't think they're kind of running out of people. They're down to like what they said, 40,000 people total in the whole thing.
You want to see 3 things I've gotten recently?
Are they sexually transmitted?
The Jack Kirby collection.
Oh yeah, they've been putting his stuff online.
Nice.
That's autographed.
Nice. Where'd you get that from?
Buddy, up in Canada.
Cool.
Still sealed after almost 40 years.
Yeah, I think people who own his stuff now actually put his stuff up.
Beater copy of that.
Nice.
I need a beater copy of that, and I can't afford it, so that's okay. That'll be the one I'm missing for a long time. In the beater copies are a few $1,000s.
Get yourself a facsimile there, then, Eddie.
This one's probably going away, but speaking of facsimile.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, nice.
Facsimile of Batman 1 with a Sheldon Moldoff head sketch on it.
Nice.
Yeah, for that one, I will get a facsimile. I might have a facsimile of the giant size. I got a facsimile of number 1, and I think a weird, not a facsimile of number 4. I don't know why. Somebody sent it to me. It's not the original, but it has the same cover on it. But still a cool book, but I am
Was it
down
like-
to exactly 7 books now.
Was it like one of the J.C. Penney reprints or something?
I guess so. I don't know where it came from. I really have no information for myself on it. I've never even paid attention to the facsimiles, but I do realize that I'm down to exactly 7 books to finish 1 to 100.
Nice.
So I can't complain. 1 through 5, 12, and 9.
Of what?
X-Men 1 to 100. I'm exactly 5 books away, 7 books away.
Yeah.
I'm on the.
I need to get quite a few of those in there, but
That's a series I'm not chasing.
Well, once I'm done chasing it, I'm on to the Iron Man, which I've got at least, I think, 50.
That's a cheaper chase for you, too.
Yeah, 1 to 100. I've got 50, but the conditions of them are questionable all over the place. I buy whatever ones I can get and then, get rid of the extras.
well, if you're getting rid of the extras, I'll take them. We can trade out. Of course, if you're only going to 100, I've got basically from 100 on, but
I've got from 140 on of X-Men up to like 400, but I'm missing some from 1 to 140. I mean, like 101, I just never got when I started collecting, and the book's just growing out of my reach where I'd rather spend $300-400 on a lower one.
What's up, Flo? How you doing, buddy?
Comic books. I mean, we're talking comic books. That's what we're here for.
Amazing, I know. Yeah.
But I'm actually seeing.
Well, the things I'm chasing now are just like they're not tons and tons of money, but they're also like things that sellers don't get rid of.
Yeah.
Like I want a first print 8-ball #1. I want 11 Rockets #1. I'd like the first Cerebus, but like that's a ton of money actually. I don't give a shit that much of a shit about that one. But like a Bone #1.
That's the number 4, I think, and it's not in great shape at all. It's pretty beat up for even whatever copy this is. I don't know how to tell if it's the actual.
I mean, it should say it on the indicia if you open it up, but like.
Yeah, I never opened it. I didn't even think about it. And you can see it's not inside of a heavy duty bag or anything. So since a Marvel Legends ad on the back, it's definitely not affected.
Oh yeah, that's a reprint then.
I just don't know which. Where would it say? Sorry,
in the tiny little text.
Volume by Marvel 2002. It says number 4, 2002.
Yeah, so
it doesn't say anything about J.C. Penney's on.
Oh, it's got a bad. If it's not even technically a facsimile if it doesn't have the original ads in it. So
yeah, so it's just something as a placeholder.
It's a reprint, sure.
Yep.
It's a Marvel Legends reprint.
Yeah, dude, I just throw it like a rag doll. Biggie's got the good idea.
Oh yeah, I do have a giant size facsimile.
Yeah. Marvel Legends reprint that is from 2002. If it was flawless, it would still be worth less than $100.
Oh yeah, it's in bad shape. Then you have this weird book. I don't know why I have it. X-Men State Fair of Texas. I have no idea where I got that from.
Probably from the State Fair of
Texas. I had never been to the State Fair of Texas. So, I don't know. I'm just looking at the weird books I have. I do have a number 1 facsimile and number 4. And then my lowest ungraded book is number 10 and shitty. So number 7 and all those are 3.0s and 4.0s already graded. I won't buy anything under 10 not graded already.
Well, I'm supposed to be looking at a little collection soon. I don't know if there's X-Men in it, but it's that right era. So I'll let you know if I come across any.
Well, number 1's going to be number 1, 2, and 3 are going to be the hard ones.
Yes, I know, dude.
The pain in the ass.
Yeah. I'm aware. I know what I'm looking at in the first couple.
No, I'm just thinking in my head, going, I may never even.
Yeah. Well, that's how I am every time. When I look at the ASMs and stuff. I go, oh, okay, well, maybe I don't know. We'll see. You got the ASMs, and then even when I'm looking at my Mystery in Space run, although the number 1 is a pricey bastard, but at least it's somewhat doable.
I love those covers. At least those covers are kind of my favorites when I look at those, Rob. Every time I go to a shop now, I look for weird ass covers of spacemen on them.
Yeah, I mean, My Greatest Adventure, Mystery in Space, House of Secrets. There's some that all those DC.
The early Strange Adventures before they got into a lot of reprints.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, talk about weird books.
Tales of the Unexpected. You can get the Space Ranger run.
Yeah.
I did out of the E. Nelson box. I got some interesting books I've never seen before. I don't think are worth much, but there were two slabs and one's a Flash. I'm not keeping the other one's like Great Lakes. It's one of those Avengers that it's a weird one, but then like something like this was in there I've never seen. I don't know anything about House of Secrets.
That's a title that flip flop between like science fiction and Horror forever.
Yeah.
So then old Daredevil was in that in his things, but there was like one or two other. I think there's one other one that I knew was maybe not an odd. Oh, Howard the Duck, number 13.
That might be it's right around there as the first appearance of Kiss.
That's the first full appearance. They're They're a cameo in 12, full and 13.
I couldn't remember if it was 12 and 13 or 13 and 14. But yeah.
Ooh, since I'm a rabid Kiss fan, if you can't tell by the Kiss gold record.
Yeah.
Over there.
Do you have one of those?
14 the Son of Satan parody.
Do you have the weird ass one like what they printed it with their own blood, Eddie?
No, I had it when I was a kid and I got rid of it and I'd like to get it again, but every time I look it's like I want to that's one I'd like to get where they actually poured it in. I know more about Kiss than most people do.
Yeah, who cares?
You want to see some more of my recent pickups or recent trades? About like a 9.0 plus first
nice.
Rogue. That's the new one a lot. Let's see. First Giant Man.
Nice.
We're talking about Spider-Man. First Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn.
I will argue that is potentially one of the most significant Spider-Man books, not only because of the impact of Osborn, the impact of Gwen Stacy on his life, but also Professor Miles Warren's first appearances in that book as well too. And so the impact of clones throughout the Spider-Man run from that point on, that book has significant actual impact and is undervalued in my opinion.
Yeah, there you go. And it's a cool cover.
It's the 10D limited. I mean, it's the first print.
I've seen reprints of that. Yeah, I've seen reprints of that one for some reason.
And then the first Kingpin.
Right.
And then I had this Sports Surfer, but I wanted to get a Pence copy variation of it.
Nice.
The first silver Captain America that's not Captain America. And third appearance of Doctor Strange.
It's a cool cover too.
And that one.
There you go.
One
more.
And then while we're talking about Pence variants and old X-Men, there's X-Men 22 and the Pence variant.
I don't think I have many Pence variants. I got some weird other variants on the actual prices, but
and there's 27.
I made sure I got my first appearance of Union Jack of my Invaders book. First person Union Jack in a Pence variant.
Nice.
I think I tried to get that one somewhere, but I ended up not grabbing it. I forgot why, but no, E. Nelson's box was pretty good. I mean, out of the two slabs, I'm going to keep one of them. They're kind of cool, but
I'm going to get 94, 95, and 96 in the next couple weeks. There's 97, 98. Then I missed 100 and 101, but I should be getting 100 soon.
No, my 100 came back as a 9.0.
105 that I got off of Taylor.
There you go.
I'm also happy that out of the 1 to 100, I probably have 40 of them already graded.
Now, here's where it gets crazy because I did a $10,000 trade, a $10,000 value for value trade. It had that GSX one and stuff, but there's Pence copies of 112 or 110, 111, 112. You see a pattern going here. It just stopped.
I don't think I'm ever going to try for the 100 to 140. I might look for the ones I'm missing, but 1 to 100 is going to be my end, I think, on the X-Men. I need to finish.
Why would you want to stop before the burn run?
I don't know. I just wanted to get. I wanted to set a set one I want 1 to 100, then do Iron Man 1 to 100. I'll keep track of the ones I'm missing from 1 to 140, but I just right now I'm tired of chasing. I just want to finish the last 7 books.
The good ones here. Love that. Pence variation, high grade of first Dazzler.
Nice.
Yeah, I've noticed I've got like some of the between 150 and 200. I've got some that have got like 3 different price variations. Pen. I don't know if they're pens or not, but they have a diamond. They've got it's just I don't know.
Well, the diamond's just a Whitman. It's not a reprint. It's just a Whitman. There's a Pence and a Newsstand.
Fuck Mike Pence.
I've got I've got a few in the. I've got a few in the.
I couldn't agree more.
I've got a few of the Mark Jeweler 80s to in the 80s and 90s. I think I got through, but the shape of them in is so bad. I got them. I got like 3 or 4 of them, but the books are like 2.0s, but they're Mark Jeweler versions. So I'm keeping alternative versions of those.
And then definitely a classic.
Yeah.
I was gonna get mine pressed and send it off. I think
variation of that, and then
that's when Claremont went full bananas, and that's when he's like, "It's my book. I can do whatever the fuck I want. No one's gonna stop me." He just started.
But I got in my $10,000 trade. I traded some monster unique stuff that I got, like 100 issues of X-Men, including GSX-1.
Yeah,
Nice.
I guess GSX-1's is not on my list right now. I gotta own I guess it should be, but it's one I should have bought 30 years ago.
Yeah, the first Phoenix should be a good one to have too, Biggie. I don't have any real.
I missed that one too. Yeah, I don't have that one either. The first Phoenix.
I mean, I like the X-Men, but it's just like I had to pick. You got to pick and choose your collecting battles. Like,
that's why the guy who who we were doing the Christmas trades with on that one thing, he sent me a message and goes, "I have no idea what to get you. Just get me something fun. I really don't care." I haven't gotten my box yet. I assume we will in the next week. Are we doing the live on your channel, Taylor?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know.
I haven't been watching the chat as much, so I don't know when we're doing it.
I have not gotten my box, so I sent mine out last week. But
I know.
What you looking for, Taylor? Maybe I got it sitting.
Oh, I'll let you know. This is what Eddie and I are talking about. One of the Instagram chats we're doing has like a Secret Santa exchange going. So, but I'm looking for like weird ass 90s indie shit, which you probably do have a lot of, so we can talk. Well, like,
yeah, I have boxes of weird
like Love and Rockets, 8 Ball, some of those kind of things, and then
Love and Rockets. Oh God,
have you ever read Love and Rockets?
I remember it back in the day.
Yeah, they're fucking amazing, and so is 8 Ball, and so is a lot of these like 90s indie books. They're like fantastic stories. Like Charles Burns horror stuff, like all that stuff, I'm a fan of. So
you gonna go for the Faust run then? I'll get you some Faust.
No, I actually want good indie shit. The Faust never did it for me.
I didn't do it for me either. I just have some. I don't know why. I've got a few books of Faust laying around, and I have no idea why, except for the boobs look good every once in a while.
Well, yeah.
Hey, I'm not that old. Brain's still here.
Yeah, just take some of that HELOC money and stock up on Viagra, buddy.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're gonna head down to Vegas in 2 weeks to finish Christmas shopping, which we're about done with. But we get 2 free rooms in Vegas just to relax for a weekend. We decided that my wife is deciding she does not want to go on a cruise, which is fine. I'm okay with that. So, and I got the week after Christmas off, so we're going to California for 4 days to visit family. So. I'm tired. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, and I'm supposed to drive to St. George for my work is doing lunch for a third-party contractor, and they said, everybody come down. So I'm going to miss like 3 hours of work.
You're a big Kiss fan. You got one of them.
Of course I don't. That's cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've seen them in concert several times. It's about it.
I can't remember that like Kevin Conrad or something was the artist of this. Whoever the artist is.
My sister one year got me this thing called the Kiss Compendium, which is like the Psycho Circus, the original series in one giant book, and then the dogs got to it. I started reading it too because I have some.
Did you leave it on their couch?
No. This is like like 8 years ago. The dog got to it. It was a puppy.
Call.
I don't know where it came from, but.
I too would love a FF48, but like Fantastic Four is one of those that's like their keys are really intriguing to me because like for what they are, they're still underpriced for the most part, like,
I just like the covers when it comes to some of those. Like I picked up
those Kirby covers are all classics.
I forgot the cover. It's got just Doom's face on it, but this copy is such in bad shape. I think I paid $3 for it. Right. And it was like on Whatnot. Nobody else cared for it because it's falling apart, but it still has Doom's face right up in front and center. I love that face. But I'll pick them up. But Whatnot, I'm not much on Whatnot at all, really. I haven't even been looking. It's been a very slow month. I haven't done much.
Well, it's slow everywhere. I don't think anybody has. It's a good time to buy if you have money, I guess. But like,
So I figured if I can sell 10
really
mystery
excited.
boxes, I'm going to go for. If I can sell 10 mystery boxes, I'll go for an X-Men number 9 and maybe an X-Men a low copy of number 12.
There's an
nice.
FF26.
Nice.
The first full Hulk thing battle, third Silver Age appearance of Cap. This Man, This Monster, 51.
Yeah, that's a good. Well, it's a fake out. 'Cause it's not really, but it's the story. I mean, yeah.
52, First
Nice.
Panther.
Nice.
Never heard of him.
53, Panther Origin. 54. Yeah. Then
I've got a low grade 54 somewhere, but
just random things I was going by when you guys were talking about those.
yeah. Why don't we all just go to Kyle's house and give him a lot of turkey so he falls asleep, and then we can play with his toys like Seinfeld.
There's a 60 in the Pence variety.
Nice.
Nice big dune.
What issue is that, Eddie?
57. I don't even think it's a big deal, but I just love that cover, and I mean it's thrashed. It's like $3. I think I paid $3 plus shipping for it.
Issue number 15 of the German one.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome.
I think that's the only old Fantastic Four book I have left. But of course, Taylor knows this book. He gave it to me.
Are you still? Oh, you're still bitching about? Oh, it's a different one. Okay.
No, I love that thing.
That's
It's my favorite cover.
Yeah, that's a cool cover. No, I thought you were talking about the Predator. You're about the Predator book.
Oh, the Predator book. I was going to send off to what's his face to the guy, to Rob's guy, but everything turned around during Christmas, and I read some of the books I was going to send to him. I decided to go ahead and I bought one as this one. I picked up, this is the second printing of the first Batman Who Laughs. I found a copy, a 9.6 for $37.
Yeah,
So I guess I'm not going to get it.
You should hunt down a first Punchline while you're at it.
Oh,
the question is, which book is that? That's debated now.
Which is the first?
That's the real Punchline. It's all a joke.
I mean,
I heard Choo Choo's dog
died.
Oh,
not here, Tricky. I am fading fast because I got to get my ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So.
Yeah, I got to be up at 5:45.
Yeah, but we never mind. I'll explain time zones to Eddie at some point. But he's got it much later than I do. So yeah, and it can't be a giant fucking puddle tomorrow because it's. I don't know if how many. Rob's got a kind of a cubicle-ish job, but he does it at home, so I don't empathize too much. I'd go into the office and not fall asleep in a cubicle where nobody's watching me, and it's just set up warm so the nurses can walk around in short sleeves. So it's in perfect napping temperature with just the drone and the whir of electric stuff and then the fans, and that's all I hear all day long. So it's
you wake up to a screen full of D's.
Yeah, pretty much. Legit. If anyone from work is watching, this is all fiction from here on out. But no, I've dozed off a few times. It's just kind of
it happens with our inspectors and stuff. But today I was on a site. I had they got me a new third-party inspector, and I had a regular inspector there, and we just basically sat with him. They only dug about 300-400 feet, so I had to do 5 things through a 9.5-hour shift. We just sat there and shot the shoot with the construction guys.
Shot the shoot.
Yeah, it was being nice.
Yeah, it's an interesting enough job, Tricky. But if you're hiring and you want a Captain Manservant or something, you let me know, buddy. Because I'm always open to new opportunities, people. All 9 of you watching.
Hey, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I'm guessing the week after Christmas we'll cancel.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only week I think we need to.
Way far out to start worrying about.
2 weeks away. What do you mean?
For this show, it's a far out to start worrying about.
Yeah. Still, hey, might as well. I don't even know I'm not even sure which channel will be on at that point. It'll be on your channel. So
whatever.
Yeah. No, I would never host this on my channel.
I don't love Cubicle.
We're too low for him.
It works for now. It is what it is.
Oh, it's just fun to hang out. I don't care.
No, I'm talking to the chat. I'm ignoring what you guys.
Sorry.
So. But if you guys want to come to Wisconsin and take clinical drug trials, you let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
I was going to say down here they're doing they're looking for third-party inspectors down here, and it's $25 an hour plus per diem with car and food.
Yeah,
More than I make.
I make more than that falling asleep in my cubicle. So
Yeah,
I
I
actually
know.
have to go to the office this week. No, not
holy
this week.
shit!
Next week on the
Is
13th.
that be like the first time in like 6 months you've had to put on pants?
It'll be the first time in like 2 months. I think I last went to the office 2 or 3 months ago. Actually, we're probably about September, I think it was. But so I don't know.
Not my own lawn. I don't know. We'll see. Sid. Yeah, maybe something like that. But
Unfortunately, I don't have to go.
We're just watching Kyle's living room. So.
Oh, that's my library. This is my loft.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Well, listen, guys. I hate to beat a dead horse, but we're hitting the hour mark, and this is where I had turned into a fucking drunken.
Wait, can I play the dead horse this week? Are you gonna beat me? All right.
You can beat.
You wanted to beat you off? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Whatever works. Beat me
right.
you can.
Taylor, go ahead and beat him off.
Whitney beat me, mistreat me.
Well, all right, buddy.
Some action's better than no action, I suppose.
I gotcha. Not gonna yuck your yum, Kyle. Whatever you're into. And you kind of feel.
I don't know. I just sang a Rocky Horror lyric, and
there you go.
There you go.
All right. Well, all right. We'll go around the horn. We'll start with you, Kyle. What do you got coming up on your channel?
Tomorrow we got Hillary Barta coming back on a thing I got with Gray Man. He was our first guest. Then we had J.M. DeMatteis, who's sending me a care package that I'll be opening up on my channel. Then the week after that, we had Tom Mandrake. Tomorrow, Hillary's coming back on. He's going to do a Q&A with Mark Oldroyd about his run on SpongeBob. And then I'm going to do a drink and draw with him.
Nice.
So he can hang with that. So I'm in touch with Neil Gaiman's people. I'm in touch with Mick Jones's people. Start of the year, I'm getting in touch with Brian Boland's people.
Nice.
And then on my own channel, I'm just dicking around in my library and showing off stuff that comes up. But then rating other people's
channel, dicking around in my library.
Yeah, like just dicking around in my library, like
going on shit,
doing video shoots.
Video. What do you got coming up, Eddie?
Well, actually, no, because I just posted them today because I was behind. Wednesday is new Marvel books from Walmart. I got bored and found some new ones I hadn't seen yet. Some cool covers. I think I opened up like probably 5 or 6 of them. And then Friday is just mail call. I think some cool looking Matchbox I got from their online store for a Jurassic Park mailbox. Reproduction of the 1993 Toyota or whatever that was from the movie they did, and I opened up few mail calls like that duplicate X-Men 52. Nothing. Yeah, that's about it.
Again, set it aside. I'll
pick it up 5.5. It's sitting over there.
Rob, what about you?
Thursday, I got another CBCS submission. Actually, my last submission that I submitted back in 2021 has come back. So 11 months away. We'll open it up. It's got a bunch of ASM slabs in there. And then Friday or Saturday is only slabs.
Nice.
11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We will have letterer Justin Birch on the show. How you doing? Huh? You want to say hi? No? All right. And then, then of course, I'm doing 1,000 subscriber giveaway in there once we get to 1,000 subscribers, which we're about 45 away, I think. And we're going to give away about 12 slabs and a whole bunch of other stuff. So.
I'll give away something on there. I'll give away something if I ever hit 1,000 people too, but I'm at 9. I'm a ways away. I'm at like 906 followers. So, on my channel on tomorrow night, I got my Cranky comic review show. And then at some point, I'm going to start peppering in other reviews of like graphic novels and stuff I've read again. I just haven't, not sure when. I'll try making a more regular schedule on that, but I don't know what day of the week. Maybe Thursdays. So that's about it. And then I'd love to get back to doing the unboxing match, but that might happen after New Year sometime. We'll see if I can revive that in some form. So, all right.
Cool.
That's about everybody. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. And, don't be a dick.
Thanks for hanging out, and I get off our fucking on.
Exactly.
Night and fuck off. Oh, sorry. I mean, bye.
There you go.
Have a good night.